stage is set for fireworks in the parliament yet again. The government is all set to introduce tougher laws for paper leaks in the country. But on the other hand, the opposition has also come up with a fresh set of demands. So the political storm over the student protest may have moved off the streets, but the showdown is going to continue in the parliament. The anti-paper leak bill is on the agenda. The opposition, though, is preparing to corner the government over the student crackdown. Heated debate is expected in both houses of the parliament. My colleague Sabyasachi is joining us on the broadcast with the details. And Sabyasachi, on one hand, the government over the last few days has reached out to the protesters, has listened to the demands of the protesters and is hoping that today tougher anti-paper leak laws can be brought in, that the bill can be introduced in the parliament today. But it doesn't look the same from the opposition side, because all indications are coming in from the opposition that it is going to be a stormy session. Take us through the details of the demands of the opposition and the adjournment motions that have been given in both the Lok Sabha as well as the Rajya Sabha.
Well, Pratibha, see, the opposition strategy will be decided at the floor leaders of all the opposition parties at the chamber of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. At that meeting, the opposition will decide whether they would let the House to function or they would continue to raise slogans or create disruption. Now, already we have seen a series of adjournment motions coming in from the Congress party MPs, both from Rajya Sabha and in Lok Sabha, under Rule 267, to have a discussion on what the opposition is saying, that the forces have used lethal weapon against the youth and against the student, and that is the reason why there needs to be discussion in the House and there has to be accountability from the Home Minister, and the Prime Minister should apologize. Now you have the Trinamool Congress who have already extended their support to the Congress party on their demand. But Pratibha, there are other opposition political parties who in fact are of the view that since the government has agreed to have a discussion under Rule 267, they have decided to adjourn the House and have a discussion on the education reforms. 8 to 12-hour discussion time has been given. So at this particular time, some of the opposition party leaders are of the view that they should participate in the discussion with the central government, and they feel that the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan was a success, and after this they should go on and look at the larger picture, that is the education reforms, and continuously carrying this issue inside the parliament or creating ruckus won't help them much. So there are certain differences which are coming out from the sources within the India bloc, but this crucial meeting as far as the India bloc is concerned will be extremely important, because whether the Samajwadi Party or the Sharad Pawar faction will be in view of the Congress Party, because Congress Party has been saying that they want to continue raising this issue regarding the use of the lethal weapons. To the Trinamool Congress have extended their support, but there are other political parties who do not share the same view. Pratibha.
Okay, all right. Do stay with us, Sabyasachi. In fact, biggest coverage here on Times Now as we get you details of the government's plan as well as the opposition plan. Nirva Mehta, editor-in-chief of the pamphlet, is also joining us live from Vijay Chowk. But before I go to you, let's also get in details of what the government is planning, because the government is all set to introduce the bill in the parliament, and it will be introduced by Jitendra Singh, who will move the legislation, and the BJP MPs Basuri Swaraj and Tejasvi Surya are expected to speak in support, and several NDA allies are also going to be participating in the debate. My colleague Mohit Bhatt is getting us these details. And Mohit, over the last few days, as the students, the youth have been leading these protests, there has been a very clear messaging from the government as well that we are listening to you. And now from the BJP side and the NDA side, there are also going to be speakers, young MPs who will be speaking up. What are the details of the speakers who are expected to lead the debate in the parliament?
Pratibha, today is an important day. The Public Examination Prevention of Unfair Means Amendment Bill 2026 will be tabled in the Lok Sabha today, and it will be tabled by none other than Dr. Jitendra Singh, MOSPMO. And remember, Jitendra Singh has been in the forefront when it comes to making the strategy to end the CJP protest. He was the one who was continuously speaking to the protesters, and he will be tabling this particular bill. Now, why this is important? Now, today the government has clearly stated, and in fact, the message came from the top from the Prime Minister, that we need to have a debate and discussion on this. This bill is something which will play as a deterrent for paper leaks, and stricter measures would be undertaken against those who will be indulging in paper leaks. Now, to counter that, what we see is that the various opposition party leaders, specifically the Congress and the TMC, they have given adjournment motion in the parliament. Now, they say that they want to have a debate and discussion on the alleged police brutalities on the students who were protesting on 20th of July. Many of the MPs have given adjournment motion saying that excessive force was being used, lethal weapons were being used. So again, we can see that fireworks in the parliament. The Congress party will demand that, but the BJP and the government have been saying that, look, the bill is ready. You wanted change in the examination system. You wanted strict measures to be there. We have brought it. Let's have debate and discuss. Secondly, from the NDA side, the young MPs will speak on this particular issue, because remember, Prime Minister has given the message to all the MPs that you need to connect with the youth. You need to connect the youth via Instagram. You need to connect with the youth via Facebook, because the youth these days is using Instagram, and we know for a fact that how this whole movement of Cockroach Janata Party was galvanized through Instagram. So clearly, the young MPs will be speaking from the likes of Tejasvi Surya, Bansuri Sarad, from Shiv Sena, Eknath Shindey's son, Shrikant Singh, they would be speaking. There will be a list of the speakers which will come out. So clearly, Pratibha, when it comes to Lok Sabha, fireworks are expected, but also we have to wait and watch whether the other opposition parties like Samajwadi Party, DNK, or the left parties will support Congress's call for protest, for adjournment motion, because everybody wants debate. 1 week has been washed out. This is the starting week of the Parliament monsoon session. The second week, so we have to wait and watch what exactly will happen, because we have to wait and watch whether the opposition is united when it comes to Congress's call of coming out and protesting against the police brutalities in the Parliament. Back to you.
And whether the opposition is going to let the parliament function as well. Mohit, do stay with us just a moment. We have more breaking updates now coming in. Before that, we spoke about the outreach of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a selfie video, an outreach on Instagram, where he spoke again to the students, going on to list out the measures taken by the government. Listen in.
फ्रेंड्स, विद्यार्थियों के भविष्य के लिए भारत सरकार लगातार अनेकविध कदम उठा रही है। जिन लोगों ने विद्यार्थियों के भविष्य के साथ खिलवाड़ किया, वे जेलों में सड़ रहे हैं। हमने फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट बना चुके हैं। हम कल पार्लियामेंट के अंदर भी कठोर कानूनों के प्रावधान के साथ नया कानून बनाने की दिशा में भी आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। लेकिन हमें भविष्य के लिए सोचना है। हमारी परीक्षा पद्धति विश्वस्त हो, हमारी परीक्षा पद्धति ट्रांसपेरेंट हो, हमारी परीक्षा पद्धति में सबसे ज्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग हो। इन सारी बातों को ध्यान में रखते हुए विश्व प्रसिद्ध टेक्नोलॉजी एक्सपर्ट श्रीमान नंदन नीलेकनी जी के नेतृत्व में एक हाई पावर टास्क फोर्स बनाने का निर्णय किया है, जो एग्जामिनेशन रिफॉर्म की तरफ फोकस करेगा और जल्द से जल्द आने वाली परीक्षाओं की विश्वसनीयता को सुनिश्चित करने का काम इसके रिपोर्ट के आधार पर कर दिया जाएगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
So this was the Prime Minister's message. Let's now get you more breaking updates now coming in. As we mentioned, the opposition has now moved to a new demand. The opposition leaders are saying that there should be a discussion on the use of force against the protesters on the 20th of July. So that's the demand that the opposition has raised. Let's get you more breaking updates now coming in of the opposition intensifying its attack in the Rajya Sabha as well as Lok Sabha over the alleged crackdown. The Congress has already moved an adjournment motion. In the latest, the left MP Santosh Kumar has also moved a notice seeking constitution of an independent judicial commission to probe the police action. Sabir Sachi is getting us these details. So Sabir Sachi, is it a clear indication from the opposition that from a demand or a discussion on the paper leaks to then moving to a demand of the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, to now the opposition has moved to a discussion on the use of force against the protesters? Are we going to see disruptions in the parliament again?
Well, Pratibha, most likely we are going to see disruption in the House because not only one Congress MP, but it's a series of adjournment motions that has come out both in Rajya Sabha. From Rajya Sabha, it is Mr. Nasir Hussain, Randeep Singh Surjewala. From Lok Sabha, Mr. Manikam Tagore and other MPs of the Congress party have given adjournment motions under Rule 267, and they are asking the government to hold discussion regarding the brutal force or the lethal weapons that has been used against the youth and the students. Now, the Congress party has demanded immediate discussion, and this clearly shows that the Congress party will create disruption and will try to corner the government and create pressure on the central government to hold discussion on this matter. Now, this thing has been made clear by the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, when he was holding a press conference when the students decided to end the agitation. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi said that he won't accept the fact that the security forces had used lethal weapons against the students and the youth who are the future of our country, and we are going to stand with them. So as far as the Congress party is concerned, they are going to raise this issue. They are going to create ruckus as demands have been continuously coming in from several MPs that they want accountability from Home Minister, and also they want the Prime Minister to apologize in the House.
Okay, all right. Sabyasachi, do stay with us. Nirva Mehta is with us, joining us live from Vijay Chowk. And Nirva, we've seen over the last 1 week massive protests that are taking place in the national capital. And the students had one demand. That was the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, apart from some of the other demands as well, which the government has now given into. Today in the parliament, can we expect discussions? Because the indications from the opposition very clearly seem to be that now they say, Rahul Gandhi says that the Prime Minister must apologize. Other opposition leaders say there should be discussion on the use of force against the protesters on the 20th of July.
I think it is important that the opposition engages in debate and discussion on the paper leak bill because it is important. This was their demand, right? And unless the debates and discussion happen on the bill, the amendments, the changes they want won't come into place. If the opposition is serious about the whole cause that they were fighting last week, they should engage in debate and discussion on the same bill.
Okay, so you think that the opposition should ensure that there is a debate, but it doesn't look like it because first, you have Rahul Gandhi who has said that the Prime Minister must apologize. And then you have the other leaders, including the TMC, who says that Amit Shah must resign. So are the goalposts shifting? And finally, is it the students who lose out? Because today it's the government that is going to bring in the promise that it made to the students, tougher laws against paper leaks. And that could be stalled if there are no discussions in the parliament again.
That's true. That now, if they are adamant on PM apologizing, demanding Amit Shah's resignation, that just shows that they are putting their own ego above the students, the genuine concerns of the students when it comes to paper leaks, how paper leaks should not happen. So if they're putting their own ego above and their own politics above the actual cause of the students, then it says more about the opposition than the government in that case.
Okay. All right. So the government has taken many measures because over the last few days, the Prime Minister himself has been listing out the kind of measures that have been taken by the government as well. Let's bring in our colleague Akanksha to get us that update. In Akanksha, there have been discussions. In fact, the government has also shown a proactive approach. It has spoken to the protesters. The protest has come to an end at Jantar Mantar. Even if it has not managed to really convince the opposition, the protesters have been convinced that the government has taken measures. So what are the kind of steps that have been taken and promised by the government to the students?
Absolutely. In fact, several measures have been taken by the government over the last 1 week. Let me take you through them. The first one being the resignation of Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. He has tendered his resignation. Education Secretary Vineet Joshi has also been removed. So that was action number 2. Government is now ready with a very strong anti-paper leak law that will be tabled in the parliament, and all eyes will be on that. Centre has also set up, we're learning, fast-track court. One has been set up in Rouse Avenue Avenue Court in the national capital to fast-track the trial of the cases. Centre has terminated 47 officials from the National Testing Agency, and high-powered task force under Nandan Nilekani has also been formed, and that was something that the Prime Minister announced through a selfie video last evening. So several measures have been taken. It started with the removal of the Education Ministry Secretary, and then the removal of 47 NTA officials, and finally with the resignation of the Education Minister.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining us with those details, Akanksha. We have more breaking updates now coming in. As we said, the opposition is now focusing on the July 20th protest and the response of the police officials, because another adjournment motion has been brought in. The Congress MP Manickam Tagore has submitted an adjournment motion notice in the Lok Sabha to discuss the failure of the government in preventing and its responsibility for the use of excessive lethal force, including alleged pellet guns and shock batons by the security forces in the protest on the 20th of July. So this is what the opposition is yet again demanding. So we are seeing adjournment motions that are brought in the Lok Sabha as well as the Rajya Sabha. Sabyasachi continues to stay live with us. And Sabyasachi, the discussion on the July 20th protest, is this where the focus of the opposition going to be? Because we are told at 10 a.m. the opposition leaders are also going to be uniting. While most of the opposition leaders say there should be a discussion on the police excesses, there are also some like the DMK who want a discussion on scrapping the NEET in itself. What are the details? Are the opposition parties in tandem with their demands, and are we going to see disruption because the opposition is now going to focus on the July 20th protest?
Well, Pratibha, that's why the meeting of the India Bloc flow leaders becomes extremely crucial. Now, as far as the Congress party is concerned and the Trinamool party is concerned, their agenda is clear. They want to discuss about the use of lethal weapons against the students and the youth on July 20th in the national capital. And this has been raised by the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and that is the reason why we are seeing a series of adjournment motion by the Congress member of Parliament, be it Mr. Manickam Tagore or Nasir Hussain or Randeep Singh Surjewala. Several of the MPs have given adjournment motion under Rule 67, Rule 267. Now, this has been followed by the Trinamool Congress, who extended their support to the Congress party, putting up similar demands and issuing adjournment motion in Rajya Sabha by Sagarika Ghosh. But there are other opposition parties like the Samajwadi Party or the Sharad Pawar, NCP Sharad Pawar faction. These political parties are of the view that the resignation of Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan was successful, but we cannot go on with this. We have to focus on the other issues as well. We have to held a discussion inside the House, because it has been happening for the first time that the government has agreed to have a discussion under Rule 267, which the opposition members have been continuously giving in both the houses. So when you talk about the opposition parties, there are certain differences between the Congress party and the other opposition parties, which they want that the other issues should also be discussed, and the discussion of the anti-paper leak bill should take the center stage. But we have to wait for the flow leaders meeting to take place. Once this meeting happens, the picture will
Let's
be
also
clear.
play out what the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, has been saying from the day that the protests were called off, where he hinted at a big change, a regime change that he hinted at, from now going on to say that the Prime Minister must personally apologize in the House, to also saying that there should be a discussion on the police excesses. Listen in to what the opposition has now said the focus of the Parliament should be.
Resignation is a huge step in rebuilding our education system. It's a symbolic step because he was a symbol, but it is still a big step. And I want to congratulate every single student, every single youngster who came out on the streets and fought for democracy. It's also a signal to other parts of society, farmers, laborers, poor people, anybody who this regime is attacking and oppressing. There is wisdom and courage in standing up. Daro mat, let's get rid of this regime that is attacking India, destroying our constitution, capturing all our institutions. And the final demand that the Prime Minister of India, out of respect for the students of India, out of respect for the future of India, has to apologize to the students who were brutalized and attacked.
Okay, so this is what Rahul Gandhi went on to say, but the question is, if it is about accountability, what about the other states? And the BJP has brought up this issue as well, Nirva, that, you know, the opposition said this was about students, this was about accountability, but we have not seen the same action being taken in other states like Punjab, in Karnataka, in Himachal as well. So, you know, the government has responded and it has spoken directly to the students as opposed to opposition. You know, what do you make of this entire protest that went on and the government's response? Was it adequate, or was it the opposition that forced the government to act?
I think, see, first of all, as a personal political opinion, I would say that instead of demanding resignation of the minister, ask demand for accountability. Having said that, if what is good for the goose should be good for the gander. If the union minister has to resign, the Punjab education minister should also follow suit. But obviously, the Cockroach Janata Party, the protesters who were demanding resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, are not doing the same for the Punjab one. So obviously, there is duality in their protest. They are not being honest. It shows little bit of dishonesty on their part, and it shows that their whole thing about their movement being apolitical was not really so. So having said that, I think it's time that also when it comes to paper leaks, the government can only do so much because they can bring in the stringent laws and all. But at the end of the day, it is also a general civil responsibility, because there is demand, right? There are people who are buying these papers. So obviously there are certain organized crimes, there are stringent laws put in place for them. But unless the concerns grows up as a whole that we need to stop going that way, I think there's only this much the laws also could do.
Well, stricter laws are being put in place as well, so the government has responded. The question is whether that bill will be discussed in the parliament today. We're slipping into a very short break here at that point, and we'll be right back with lots more. A lot expected at 10 a.m. is when the opposition leaders will be meeting as well. We'll be right back with that update. Stay with us.